I know my chance with her is blown, well, my mouth gets carried away. I'm tongue-tied, 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 tongue-tied. I get tongue-tied.
The eighth type of woman that you want to avoid dating at all costs are women who have bad conflict resolution skills. These are the ones that if you get into an argument or tussle, there's no listening to your side of the things. It is your fault. If you try to talk to her about what it is that's going on, she's going to say you're either gaslighting her or that you're just trying to over-explain yourself to her, and really it's your fault. This is the kind of person that if she lets you talk, at the point where you start trying to talk or give your side of a situation, she's going to overtalk you. She's going to stop you. She's going to run excessively at the mouth and talk for like 5 or 10 minutes at a time, and then get mad at you if you try to like get back in and say 2 words to her. And what I found is this: women talk about how they're such good communicators. I find oftentimes they're women that are great at talking, but not great at communicating. They're not great at actually being able to see the other person's side of things. And they're taking things from the standpoint of, I'm always the victim. If you come across women like this, what you're going to find is they have bad conflict resolution skills, and you're going to always be seen as the bad guy. And realistically, in a relationship, there's going to be times, guy, where you do stuff wrong and you got to fess up to it and apologize and say, my bad. I didn't know I was doing this thing. I didn't mean it when I did this thing. My mistake. But if you're with a woman that can't also do that, and is more likely to want to fight you than actually try to resolve a situation, then again, that's going to be a stressful situation for you to be in long term, and you want to run from that. Because there's no reason, as the guy, this is why I tell you also, as a guy, you need to learn to not let things bother you so much, in part because then if you take your ego out of situations and a woman comes to you and says, hey, I have an issue with this thing that you're doing, you won't take it so much as she's nagging on you as, oh, I could be messing up in some way. You know what? She might be right. Let me go ahead and like discuss with her what it is, and we can come to a resolution. And that's why you can't let things bother you so much. But also what will happen is you'll be the even keel one in arguments. So if she brings something to your attention, you're able to sit there and be able to see both sides of the argument and figure out how to talk about it. And you'll also be able to start to see how, freaked out women get when you're trying to tell them that they're wrong about something and that they've made a mistake, and they're going all haywire because they can't really fight you on it. So they'll try to use these other tactics to try to still not make it feel like it's their fault, and try to talk about other things that have nothing to do with the current argument to try to put the blame on you. Or they'll go into, well, I don't like your tone in this argument. I don't like how you're saying these things to me, even if you're talking to them the same way that I'm talking to you now. And so, like I said, women with bad conflict resolution skills, they are not trying to come to a resolution. They're trying to win a fight. You don't want to stay with women long-term that are just in these fights to try to win them or prove themselves right and make you the bad guy. All right. So if you start feeling that early on in the dating process, get out now while it's still early, because if you get married to them and this stuff still's going on, there's going to be paperwork involved that you got to use to get out of it. And it is not going to be fun, and it'll cost you a lot more money.